So, good morning, everyone. I'm happy to see that there are so many Friskies people eager to have a morning yoga session. So, big welcome from my side. And I think we have a half a minute left for those who might still wish to join. But I suggest that we already sit in a comfortable position. So you can either sit cross-legged like I do. You can also sit just on your heels, or just also with long legs. Just make sure that your spine can be straight so the energy can flow. So whatever is comfortable for you. So let's just sit straight spine, relaxed face, and close the eyes for a moment. Starting to feel the contact with the mat. Starting to feel the air around you. Maybe it's cold, maybe it's warm. And also starting to feel your breath. Feel how the air flows in your body and how it flows out through the nose. And then I invite you to do a quick check-in with your body. Just check from the toes to the head. Is there anything that you notice, that you feel? Any aches or cold or warm? Any sensations? And just notice them. Acknowledge them. And then also take a moment to check the state of your mind. How is your mind doing this morning? Is it very calm and relaxed? Or is it already very loud and chattery? And again, just notice. Then I invite you to take a really deep inhale, blowing your belly out, growing on your mat. And then also exhaling fully, pushing the belly in, pushing the air out. And then taking another super big inhale. The belly comes out, the chest comes out. Take in as much air as possible, feeling like you explode. And then exhale from your chest and from your belly until all the air is out. And then let's open the eyes and give ourselves a good stretch. Stretching to the ceiling, a bit like a cat. Growing long. And then also reaching out to the side. And arms down. And then with an inhale, we open the arms to the side, bringing the chest out. And with the exhale, just hugging ourselves, becoming small. Inhale, opening again. And exhale, rounding. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. And the last time. And exhale, round. Good, bring the right hand on the mat and sliding it a little bit further. And then the left arm goes over the ear. You stretch left side. Really reaching out with your arm. Lengthening the body to the side. Continue breathing. And another 1 or 2 times. And coming back to the middle. Just stopping for a moment and feeling whether you feel a difference between the right and the left side. It's likely that the left side is warmer, feels more alive. So we do the same on the other side, the left hand on the mat sliding forward a little bit. And the right arm goes over, stretching sidewards, stretching long. Reaching out with the right hand over the head, lengthening the body to that side. And then back to the middle, making big circles with the shoulders backwards. Inhale when you bring the shoulders up and exhale when you bring them down. And the last one. And then we do the same in the other direction. So rolling the shoulders forward. And we stop. Next, inhale, bring the arms again up, reaching to the ceiling. And on the exhale, we twist to the left side and bring the arms down. Exhale. Inhale up and twisting to the right side. Exhale, arms down. Do it in your own rhythm, following your breathing. Big long moves, stretching long and then twisting. And one more to each side. And then we come back to the middle, reaching long, interlacing the fingers and bringing the hands behind the back. Pushing the head into the hands, pushing it back, bringing the chest out, out and up. Taking a deep inhale here, and on the exhale, we bring the chin to the chest and feeling a slight stretch in the back of the neck. Letting the hands rest on the head, keeping the spine straight. And inhale, opening the chest again, letting the head forward and push back. And exhale, chin to the chest, head down. And last time, open. And exhale, chin to the chest. And then release the hands and let the head fall back once. Maybe moving it gently a little bit. And then coming back to the middle and letting it fall to the right side. Feeling a stretch in the left side. If you can't feel it, use your right hand to put a little bit of weight on the head, that you can feel a stretch. Keep your spine straight, continue breathing. And then we release and do the same to the other side. Feeling a stretch in the right side of the neck. And back to the middle. Bring the legs out, lengthening them, shaking them out a little bit. And then moving the feet up and down a couple of times, warming the ankles. Just pointing and flexing them. You can also do the same with the hands, warming up the wrists. And then let's make some circles with the feet. If you want also with the hands, it's a bit of coordination. And in the other direction. Good. Last thing, shaking out the hands. Bring the arms sidewards. And then opening and closing the hands a couple of times. Fists and then open. And then bring the hands behind you. So with the fingers pointing forward, sideways. Bring the feet close to your buttocks. And then pushing up the buttocks, letting the head fall down. Mini bridge. And exhale, coming down. Maybe once rounding the back. And then we go back into it again. Hands behind, buttocks up. And back down. And we're going to do the same thing a third time. You can do it either the same way or lengthen the legs. Bring the soles of the feet on the mat whilst you push up. And back down. Briefly bringing the soles of the feet against each other. Bring the feet close to your body. Keeping the spine straight and then moving the knees up and down like a butterfly. Gently opening the hips. Keeping a smile on your face. And you can feel into the hips. Check how much space is there. How much space is there today? The hips hold a lot of stress, and we tend to be less flexible in the hips when we are very stressed. Okay, and we cross the legs, bring the hands in front, and come to stand on the knees. Hands underneath of the shoulders and the knees underneath of the hips. And then we bend the back, looking up, inhale, and exhale, rounding the back like a cat. Looking at your belly button. Inhale, bending. And exhale, rounding. Do it at your own rhythm. That's the best and most gentle way to warm up the spine, because there's not a lot of weight on it whilst we move it. And then we stop in the middle, bring the hands to the front and stretching out, stretching back, bring the chest down. And coming back on the hands, tucking the toes under, so the toes are pushing into the mat. On the next inhale, just lifting the knees a little bit off the mat, feeling the weight on the hands and on the toes. You can probably feel that your core muscles start working. Continue breathing and releasing the knees, bringing the feet in the air, moving the toes a couple of times, warming the toes up, and then pushing the toes into the mat again and coming up into the downward dog. The head between the arms are straight, the spine is straight and long. The legs can be bent. Let's walk down the heels, warming up the calves and the back of the legs. So one heel at a time goes down on the mat. Make sure you keep your spine straight and that you continue breathing.
make sure you pay attention to your own body and how it feels today. You can challenge yourself, but when you feel it gets too much, you can always go back on the mat and rest. So the next inhale, we lift the right leg into the air, feeling a stretch in the left. Both legs as straight as possible, the spine as straight as possible. And on the exhale, we bring the knee forward towards the nose. Maybe they can even touch briefly. Then inhale, the leg goes up again. Exhale, the knee goes forward towards the nose. And inhale, back up. And the last time. And up. And then we bring it forward again. And this time we bring the leg to the left side, so underneath of the body. And then you can lift the left hand if you can. Come to some kind of side plank. If you want to make it really difficult, you can keep the right leg in the air. The aim is more to open and twist a little bit. Opening the chest. Exhale, bring the arm down once underneath of the body. And inhale up again. And another time. And up again. And then bring the hand back on the mat. And bring the right leg back into the air last time. And then release it on the mat. Coming into the plank. Bring the knees down, the chest down. And coming into the cobra, using the back muscles to lift up. And then pushing gently into the hands to bend the spine backwards. Over the knees, back into the downward dog. And we lift the left leg. Feeling stretch in the right. Making the body long, long arms, long spine, long legs. On the next exhale, bring the knee forward to the nose. And inhale up again. Exhale forward. And inhale up. Exhale forward. And inhale up. Feeling the right foot on the mat, pushing into the mat. Deep inhale and exhale, bringing the knee forward and then sliding the leg to the right side. And if you can, bring the right arm into the air. Opening the chest. With the exhale, bring the arm down, grabbing the armpit. Inhale up, opening, bringing it back. Exhale down again. And inhale up. And exhale, bring it back on the mat. And bring the left leg back into the air. And down on the mat. Coming back into the plank. On the exhale, coming back into the dog, pushing the heels down on the mat. Feeling a stretch. Inhale, coming forward into the plank. Exhale, dog. And another time, inhale, plank. And this time we just let the hips fall down. Bring the chest to the front. Stretching the chest to the front, letting the head fall back. And then coming back into the dog last time. Bring the knees on the mat. The hands a bit forward, stretching out. And let's rest for a moment in child position, bringing the forehead on the mat. The child position is one you can always go back into if anything gets too much. It's the typical yogic resting position. And then we bring the arms forward again, coming onto the knees, coming into the dog, lifting the right leg off the mat and opening the hips, trying to get it a bit higher. You can also bend the leg if you want to open the hips to the side. And then we straighten it again and bring the right foot between the hands. The left foot goes on the mat. And we come up with the hands on the knee, letting the hips sink down, opening the hip flexors. If this is too easy and you're advanced, you can also straighten the back leg and it becomes more of a strength exercise. The main aim is really to open the hip flexors. And with the next inhale, bring the arms up briefly, bending slightly back. And on the exhale, bring the hands in prayer position in front of the chest, pushing the hands into each other. And on the next exhale, we twist to the right side, bringing the left elbow on the right knee, pushing into the knee to twist a bit further. And again, if you want to make it tougher, you can straighten the back leg. Just feel in what your body wants and needs this morning. Is it more the flexibility and the twist, or is it more the strength? Continue breathing in whichever position you are. And exhale, hands go back on the mat. And then we bring the right leg back up again, pushing the left heel into the mat, and then bringing it down. Same with the other side. First, straight on the back again. Check whether you can go further down with your heels than you could in the beginning. You're probably a bit more flexible in the beginning of the session. Lifting the left leg into the air, opening the hips to the side, even bend the upper leg to bring a bit more gravity in the opening. Inhale, straightening the leg again, and bringing the left foot between the hands, the right knee on the mat. Coming up, letting the hip flexors fall down. Feeling the opening. You can work with your breath. With each inhale, you straighten the spine a little bit more, you become a bit longer. With each exhale, you see whether you can sink a bit deeper. And the air goes out and the muscles relax. There's generally room for a little bit more flexibility, sinking deeper. Keeping a smile on your face. And inhale, bringing the arms up, lengthening to the ceiling. And maybe bending slightly back if you can, keeping the balance. Exhale, hands together in front of the chest, pushing into each other, prayer position. And on the next exhale, twisting to the left side, pushing the right elbow into the knee, twisting to the side. And again, check for yourself, stay here or straighten the right leg if you want more strength. And make sure that you don't spend most of the time balancing. It's safer to keep the leg down and to concentrate on the twisting to the side. Exhale, bring the hands back down. Bring the leg once again into the air. And then back on the mat, coming into the plank. Bring the knees down, the chin and the chest, elbows stay close. And then sliding into the cobra, inhale. Coming over the knees, into the dog. And then taking steps, small steps forward to walk the feet towards the hands. And then just let your head and your spine hang down for a moment. You can also bring the hands in the elbows, just rounding the back. You can move the head a little bit, yes and no. Giving the spine the chance to relax. And then bring the hands next to the feet. Bring the buttocks down, inhale. And on the exhale, straightening the legs, keeping the spine straight, and just see how far you can go until you feel the stretch without rounding the back. Inhale, coming down. And exhale, straightening the legs. Feeling the stretch, keeping the spine straight. And inhale, back down again. Last time, exhale. And then we come up to standing position. Bring the hands up, stretching out. And exhale down. Good. Shaking out a little bit if needed. Closing the eyes for a moment, just feeling the changes in the body, the effects of the asanas. There's maybe some warmth. And we will do a round of moon salutations coming to the beginning of the mat. Feet underneath of the hips, standing straight, activating the legs, the core. The chest is out. And on the inhale, we bring the arms up, palms of the hands together. Exhale, bending down with a straight spine from the hips. Bring the hands next to the feet. Bring the right leg back. Straightening once, letting the hips fall down. Bring the left knee next to the right, stretching back. Tucking the toes under and coming to stand on the feet. And from here we come into the chair position. Keeping the spine straight, the feet are both on the mat. The arms next to the ears, the shoulders relaxed. One more deep in and exhale here. And then we stand, lengthen, arms down, taking 2 steps back to the front of the mat. Standing straight, shoulders back, chest out. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, bending down. Bring the left knee back this time. Straightening the spine. Bring the right knee next to the left, stretching back. Taking the toes under and coming into the chair. Taking deep in and exhale here. And inhale, lengthening. 2 steps back. We do another round for each side. Inhale up. Exhale down. Right leg back. Left leg back, stretching out the spine. Coming on the toes on the feet into the chair. Straight spine. Also make sure it's not rounded, it should really be straight. Arms long, shoulders relaxed, smile on the face. Inhale up, 2 steps forward. Inhale up, exhale down. Left knee. Right knee stretching back. Coming on the toes, it's the last one, into the chair. Smile on the face. Deep in and exhale. And inhale, lengthening. Exhale, arms down. 2 steps back. And again, feeling into the body, keeping the feet slightly open, closing the eyes for a moment, and just observing the changes. And then we open the legs a bit more, so there's 3 feet between, 3 or 4, and the right foot goes sideways, pointing to the right side. And then we bring the right arm up, lengthening towards the ceiling. If we go into the triangle, so we bend down to the side, bring the right hand on the right leg, wherever you can reach it, making sure that the hips are open to the side, don't collapse forward. The aim is not to go as deep as possible, but to really go as deep as possible with keeping the hips open. And once you've found your balance, the left arm goes up, so that your body forms a triangle. And again, work with your breath. Inhale, straightening, lengthening the spine, straightening the upper arm. And with the exhale, see whether you can go a bit deeper, maybe even sliding a bit deeper with the right hand. Continue breathing. And inhale, coming back up. On the next exhale, you bend the front leg. Bring the arm sideways, shoulder high. And then looking over the right hand. That is the warrior position. So the right knee is bent, the knee is above the ankle. The hips are open to the side. And the arms are reaching out to both sides. The warrior increases your resilience and your strength. Make sure your belly muscles are activated. And on the exhale, we bring the right elbow on the knee. And the left goes over the ear, stretching, reaching sideways. And inhale, we come back up to standing position. Changing the position of the feet, the right foot points forward and the left foot sideways. It's the exact opposite, doing the same on this side. Going into the triangle, so left arm goes up, lengthening. Exhale, bending to the side, finding your position on the left leg, keeping the hips open. And inhale, right arm up. Work with your breath to deepen. And if it's uncomfortable, also try with the exhale to relax in the position. To relax in any twist, in any stretch, in anything that's challenging for the body. Shoulders away from the ears, smile on the face. Take 2 more in and exhales in the triangle. And then with an inhale, coming back up. Opening the arms to the side, checking their shoulder high. Next, exhale, bending the left leg. The knee is pointing forward, it's above the ankle. And looking over the left hand, the warrior 2. Breathing into it. Feeling the strength, feeling how both feet carry your weight equally. If they don't, you can change a bit in between both feet. Exhale, the left arm goes on the knee and the right arm over the head, stretching long. And inhale, coming back up. Bring the feet together. Shaking the legs out. Taking a deep inhale, exhaling through the mouth. Releasing the tension, maybe moving the shoulders backwards once. Shaking out anything you need to shake. And we will do some balance. So bringing the feet closer together, it can be slightly open. And first of all, close your eyes and just feel your weight on both feet. You can move a bit from right to left, feeling the balance, feeling which part of the feet you stand on. So moving a bit forward and backward. And then open your eyes and shift your weight on the right foot. You can lift the left foot a little bit, pushing the right toe in the mat to help you balance, activating the core muscles to help you balance. And then just move the left leg a little bit forth and back. Swing it forth and back. Make sure the hips are not swinging, the upper body is not moving. Just the left leg. And then bend the left leg, grabbing it behind with your left hand. Bring the left knee close to the right and stretching the thigh, bringing the chest out, pulling the left heel to your left buttock, and also activating the core muscles to keep the balance. You can also bring the right arm up if you want. Smile on the face, fixing a point in front of you that does not move. Again, if you're wobbly, make sure you push the right toe in the mat. Exhale, the arm goes down. We release the leg, shake it out a little bit, and bring it back on the mat. Feeling the stability of having both feet on the ground. Taking a deep inhale, exhaling through the mouth. And we do the same with the other side, shifting the leg on the left side, pushing the left toe on the mat, activating the core muscles, very important. And then moving, swinging forth and back with the right leg. There's something with the image. I'm not sure you can still see me. Now it should be good. Okay, and then bring the right leg behind, pushing the right heel into your buttock, feeling a stretch in the right leg, making sure the knees are next to each other, the leg is not going outwards or forward. The hips are straight. And then you can lift the left arm into the air. Smile on the face. Continue breathing, very important. And if you fall out of it, just come back. Next, exhale, arm down, releasing the leg, shaking it out a little bit, and bringing it back on the mat. Deep inhale again, exhale through the mouth, and again check in with your body. How does it feel? Maybe you feel your legs a little bit more. Maybe there's a bit more warmth in your neck and your shoulders. And then we open the legs again, slightly the feet pointing slightly outwards, and then we come down to sit. Check the position of your heels so that you can stand on your feet, whether they need to be closer together or not. Straightening the spine, bringing the hands in prayer position in front of the chest, and then using the elbows to push the knees outwards. The garland position. The aim again is to open the hips, to straighten the spine. Smile on the face. Breathing into the chest.
release, coming to sit, bring the knees together, and then keep the left knee bent, and just bring the leg on the mat in a way that the left knee points forward. So the left foot goes close to your buttocks. And then you bring the right leg on top with the right knee more or less above the left. It doesn't matter if it's not really above the left. Check whether you're still sitting on both parts of your buttocks, keeping your spine straight. If that position doesn't work at all for you, then you can also just sit on your heels. So wherever you are, straighten your spine, and then bring the right arm up, bend it, and either push the elbow back to open the shoulder and the chest, or if you can reach your right hand behind your back with the left, then do that, opening the chest, pulling, breathing into it. One more in and exhale. Really pulling, opening. And then release the arms, shaking them out a little bit. And you can either just rearrange your legs so that the right is underneath and the left on top, or you can do the magic twist with me. It works. Follow the instructions. So come to stand on your feet, bringing your buttocks up. And then you have to turn to the left. So just make sure you turn to the left once completely around. And then you should sit in the same way, just with the legs in the opposite order. So the right underneath, the left on top. Making sure you sit on both sides of the buttocks. Straightening the spine. You do the same with the other side. So the left arm goes up. We lengthen to the ceiling. And then either bend it and pull it backwards. Or if you can grab both hands behind your back, you can do that. The aim is to open the chest and to open the shoulder. Increase the flexibility of the shoulder. Smile on the face. Or at least relaxing the facial muscles. Make funny faces with our face very often during the day without even noticing. Bringing all the tension there. A smile always helps to release it, keep your spine straight. Breathing into the shoulder, breathing into the chest. One more deep inhale and exhale, and then we release, shaking the arms, releasing the legs, shaking them out. And then we bend the legs, and we will do some work for the belly muscles, we will do the boat. So you can grab your thighs, straighten your spine, and then lean back with a straight spine. And the next inhale, bring the legs up. So they might be in parallel of the mat. And you can either stay here or you can release the hands, bring them forward. The boat position, feeling how the belly muscles work. Again, relaxing the face, keeping the shoulders relaxed, the spine straight. Holding it. One more in and exhale. And then releasing the feet, rounding the back, relaxing for a moment. Preparing for a second round. Grabbing the legs, straightening the spine, leaning back, legs up. And check what you want to do with your arms. Forward or not. If this is not tough enough for you, you can also straighten the legs completely. Whatever's good. Make sure you can hold it in total 5 and then exhales. So another 3, 2, 1, and 0. Relaxing, shaking the legs a little bit. And for a last time, straightening the spine, leaning back, legs up.
And decide yourself whether you want to bring the arms forward or not. If this is too easy, you can shift the weight a little bit on the right buttock. And then on the left. And others just stay here. 3, 2, straight spine. 1, 0, and down, giving yourself a good hug, relaxing for a moment. And then we straighten the left leg, keeping the right foot either inside of the knee or bringing it outside. Bring the right hand behind, lengthening the spine, left arm up in the air, and twisting to the right side. Using your in and exhale to straighten the spine, and the exhale to go deeper into the twist. Doing another 3 deep in and exhales in this position, seeing whether you can go deeper. And then coming back to the middle and changing legs. Left hand behind, right arm goes up, straightening the spine. Exhale, twisting to the left side. One more in and exhale. And then coming back to the middle. Grabbing both knees, coming a bit to the front of the mat so that you can roll backwards. And if it feels good, roll a bit forward and backward to massage your spine. If that is painful, you may just roll a bit from right to left. That has less weight. Whatever feels good for you. And then lengthening the legs and turning onto the belly. Bring the arms straight forward, the feet together. On the next inhale, we lift the right arm and the left leg. Lift them into the air. Continue breathing. And exhale down, we change immediately. So left arm, right leg. And another change. And another change. Continue breathing whilst the leg and the arm are up. Exhale, last time. The right arm and the left leg. Smile on the face. And then change the last time. 3, 2, 1, 0. Forming a pillow with your hands and resting on it for a moment. And then bring the hands next to you, the height of your head. close to your body. The feet are together. We go up in the Sphinx, which is a slight backward bend. So the next inhale, use your back muscles, your upper back muscles, to come up, and then pushing into the elbows and the hands to come a bit higher. You probably have to activate your belly muscles a little bit. That supports the back in bending back. If you feel that this is not enough and that you want to bend more back, this is the safest one, then you can lift your elbows and bend a bit further. Just be careful with your lower back. There should be no pain at all. So wherever you are, it's good bringing the chest out. Breathing into the chest. And exhale, coming down, resting for a moment. And then we turn back onto the back. Bringing the knees up to the chest. Pulling them towards the chest. And then the next inhale, straightening the legs into the air. So that they're at a 90-degree angle. The arms are on the mat. Let's point and flex the feet a couple of times. And just pushing the heels up to the ceiling. Straightening the legs as much as possible. This is the candle. You probably feel a slight stretch, but it's also meant to be an inversion, so to have the feet up and the head down. Yogis love that. And then we bend the knees, bringing them towards the chest, pulling them towards the chest. And then we open the arms to the side. And let the knees fall to the right side, head to the left, spinal twist. And then rolling over to the other side. And rolling back to the middle. Keeping one leg here, the other one is going back on the mat. And on the next inhale, straighten that leg that you have still. Hold on. And use your breath. With the inhale, you straighten it a bit more. And with the exhale, you pull it towards yourself. And then release it. And grab the other one, pulling it towards yourself. And then straightening it. Working with the breath, inhale, straighten it a bit more. And exhale, pulling it towards yourself. One more inhale, exhale. And we release that one, keeping that leg bent. And we put the right foot on the left knee, grabbing the left leg, pulling it towards yourself to feel a stretch in the right buttock. The left leg can either be bent or straight, it doesn't matter. It counts as the pull it, that you pull it towards yourself, feeling a stretch. And releasing, changing legs, checking out a bit. And releasing this one. And preparing for the final relaxation. Lying Shavasana. If you need some socks or something to keep you warm, do so. The legs are slightly open, the feet falling outwards. The arms along the body. The palms of the hands facing the ceiling. Let's take a very deep inhale into the belly, bringing the belly out. Pulling it up with a bit of force. And then exhaling through the mouth, releasing all the tension into the mat. Feeling how all body parts become heavy. How all body parts sink into the mat. Relaxing the feet. Relaxing the legs. Relaxing the buttocks. And the entire spine from the lowest point up into the neck is completely relaxed. Relax your arms, your hands and fingers, your shoulders, your neck. And also relax your head, the eyes closed, relaxing the jaws, the tongue, the eyes. And enjoy the next minutes in a state of complete relaxation. Take a deeper inhale into your body, waking it up gently, moving the toes and the fingers. And then you may roll on the right side. And when you're ready, you can support yourself to come back up in a sitting position. Take your time. Keep your eyes closed. And then take a little moment to check in with your body again. How does it feel now? Are there any changes at the beginning of the session? And also take a moment to check in with your brain, with your mind. How does that feel compared to beginning? Is it maybe more calm? Do you feel more energized? Or rather relaxed? And then let's bring a smile on the face, feeling the gratitude for the practice, for yourself, for having made it on the mat on a Monday morning. Bring the hands in prayer position. And I say thank you and namaste. And I hope to see you for the yoga live next Monday at 8 o'clock. And this recording will be on the Friskies website soon. Thank you. Have an amazing day. Bye bye.